Hello and welcome to Gaming Game. My name is Muzz. Today I'm going to be talking about the PlayStation 5, giving it my kind of 1 month review. I've had it for I think over a month now, just over a month, and I've been playing it quite consistently. Tried out some of the games on it, and we'll just kind of give an idea of what my thoughts are on it at the moment. So basically, should you get a PlayStation 5 at the minute? It's tough because there's not really any games out there that are going to absolutely blow you away. I played Demon's Souls, and it is a fantastic game, but it's an older game, and the graphics and the some of the systems that we'll get to later on are what make the game. I've not played Spider-Man yet, but I hear that's another big one that a lot of people will point to. But apart from that, there's really not a lot of games on here that really take advantage of the PlayStation 5 system. So if you're on the kind of fence and you're waiting for that big game, wait a little bit longer. Hopefully God of War will be out towards the end of the year. I think that'll be the time to maybe get it. Even like there's not really any big indie games on the PlayStation 5 system at the moment, which kind of sucks. But I mean, I've been playing my usual repertoire of games, kind of going back to my back catalogue from the PlayStation 4. Um, I'm having a good time with it, I'll say that. The star of the show is the DualSense controller. I think it is one of the best controllers, if not the best controller I have used so far. And how do I know this so quickly? Because just the difference in it's a lot chunkier, which I like. It might be. I don't think it's as good as the Xbox 360 with the offset and control. I think that controller was just unbelievably perfect. The way it was designed, the way it fit into your hands. But this one gets close to that. Not as close as you might think, but it's all about what they've added to it. The DualSense, so the haptic feedback with the controller, where the controller will vibrate differently depending on what surface you're on. So if you're on sand, it'll be like light little vibrations, whereas if you're on like rock or something, it'll be quite heavy. And it really just adds a little bit more immersion to the gameplay. And the triggers, the adaptive triggers, are fantastic. I only tried Call Out today, and it makes a real difference when you're, especially you get a compound bone in Call of Duty, in this one anyway, and to feel that pull back and really, it's fantastic. The controller is the best thing about the PlayStation 5 at the moment. The headphones are not far behind it. The 3D audio definitely makes a difference. I definitely made a difference in Call of Duty, where your spatial awareness of where people are, it can get a little bit confusing with people above you and stuff, but I presume they work with other headphones, the 3D audio, but if you have the headphones on and you've got someone to your right, you'll hear them directly on your right hand side, and you can kind of track them that way. And again, it adds to the overall experience of the game, especially with something like Demon's Souls. Again, nice touch. The kind of smaller sounds that you might not hear are really amplified with the 3D audio, and it really gives you an idea of just how grand this location can be. It'll be great for horror games. I can't wait to play some horror games with 3D audio. The game developers should really have a field day with doing some crazy stuff with that. I guess we'll go on to kind of another bigger feature is the SSD, the solid state drive, that allows you to basically load up games pretty much instantaneously. And as I've tried Astrobot's Playroom, which again is a good little demo for the game. I platinumed it, my first platinum on the PlayStation 5. Just a showcase of if you get the PlayStation 5, please play this because it shows off the controller, shows off the system very well because that's what it's designed to do. And but the loading is just so much quicker. And Demon's Souls, it's so quick from when you die to getting straight in. It's a couple of seconds, like it is not long compared to what Bloodborne was when the first got released in the PlayStation 4. It was ridiculous, minutes sometimes. But yeah, I mean, I'm having a good time with the PlayStation. It's great for streaming. I will say that since I've taken up streaming, the if you just want to stream from the console, it is great. 1080p, 60 frames per second. You can have a little face cam with the camera up here, and yeah, it's good for streaming. I mean, I've moved on to using a capture card now, but if you want to try out some streaming, get yourself into streaming, I'd recommend this. It was a good time I had, but the capture card just makes it a little bit more interactive for me. I don't really know what else to say. I will go through some points that I think need improving. The story's crap. It is ridiculous how barren and just hard to find stuff in here is. Like, if you want to find the latest games released, you need to go all the way down PlayStation 5, and then you don't even know what's out yet. Like, because Back 4 Blood's not out, but there's no pre-order. I presume this is what this means. This little Chivalry 2's coming. I didn't even know that on the PlayStation 5. Returnal's the big one this month. I'm looking forward to playing that. But so just to see they've got it's a very strange store, and I hope they really, because this PlayStation 4 store honestly didn't change that much. But I think it wasn't a bad store, but it wasn't a great store from what I remember. It was serviceable. But the PlayStation 5 store needs to change. The trophy system, or the way you view your trophies as well, is a bit of a pain. I don't like that. I would much rather this kind of layout for the trophy system rather than what we're going to see here, which is this, where you can't really see all of the text. Like, the way it was before was you'd have the trophy and then you'd have all the text down there. You could just look at it easily instead of having to go into it all the time. What was that? I just heard a beep. Oh, but yeah, I mean, it'll take some time. Obviously, this is just having it for a month. But the games, at the end of the day, the games are what will make or break the system. If the games are below average, it's down to the exclusives. Like, because the third parties, they can obviously make some good games on there. But it comes down to the exclusives. I'm looking forward to Returnal. God of War is a big one this year, hopefully. I wouldn't be surprised if it get pushed to 2022. Hope it doesn't, but I'd rather they delay the game than release the game broken, like Cyberpunk. That was a disaster. If God of War do that, I will not be happy. But there's nothing really coming out as well in the future. Like, it's Returnal, and then I don't really know what the next big PlayStation exclusive is. And with Microsoft really bolstering their game back catalog, or their catalog of games that they can provide and developers, Sony's going to have a tough time. But yeah, I don't want to do ratings. I don't really do ratings. I'd give it, that kind of a halfway thumbs up. Like, I'm enjoying my time with it. The controller, the 3D audio are what make it a different experience to the PlayStation 4. The graphics are obviously a little bit better. I didn't really talk about them because I'm not really a graphics person. I'd much rather like the faster load, the audio, the haptic feedback. That's the kind of stuff I'm after. Better, bigger graphics? Nah, that doesn't really do it for me. But Demon's Souls is a pretty game, and they have done a lot with that game to really upres it's a complete remake, I believe. So they have done a fantastic job with that. But yeah, so it gets that. It gets a little, halfway thumbs up. I just wish they would kind of clean up the UI. It's a little bit bland. I don't mind this. I actually kind of like this. The operating system here. I don't know what you call this. What would you call this? the start screen, the library screen, I don't know. But I like this screen where if you have a PlayStation 5 game, it'll play different music unless it's Call of Duty, which doesn't have different music. Dead by Daylight used to have different music, doesn't now, but Demon's Souls had different music. So does Astrobot as well. So I like that aspect, but the store, the trophies, they need improving, and we just need more games for it. So that is kind of my thoughts on it. If you wanna hear more thoughts, I don't know if I'll do like a 3-month one or something. Maybe if something big happens or changes with it, I'll maybe do another one. But this is just my thoughts on kind of my first month with the PlayStation 5. So have you got a PlayStation 5? How have you been finding it? I guarantee, people will obviously have had it longer than me. I got mine quite late. But how long have you had it for? Have you been enjoying it? Has it kind of been gathering dust just due to the lack of games? Let me know. Subscribe. The channel is growing quite well now. We're up to 119, 120 last time I checked, which is fantastic. You can catch me on Twitch, Muzz G&G, where I play a lot of PlayStation stuff, a lot of PlayStation 5 stuff. So I'm going through Demon's Souls, Outer Worlds. I'll play some Fall Guys and some DBD, which I'm getting into. And yeah, so that's all I really have to say. And with that being said, any thoughts, comments, general hostile remarks, leave them below. Thank you very much. Bye bye.